Good morning. I'm Pete Najarian. This is the Take for Market Rebellion. We've had a few little glitches here and there, so hopefully this time around we've got it figured out. And as we were looking at the markets yesterday, absolutely incredible once again. When you look over at the Dow and you see the performance from the financials, the industrials, the materials, really an outstanding day yesterday and a nice move to the upside. The NASDAQ, a great move off of the push down on some of those lows, about a 200 plus, 250 point move to get themselves back up and over and get into positive territory. But the NASDAQ still well beneath its 52-week highs. Meanwhile, the Dow established new 52-week highs over 33,000. It was the financials, it was the materials, it was energy. But now we got to jump to today. We're running out of time. We got a lot going on. So today, you take a look at the markets, and the first thing you look at is the 10-year. And when you see the 10-year trading where it is, which is like last I looked about 174, that's why we're seeing financials once again really start to move to the upside. We see the Dow making a pretty nice move to the upside. Meanwhile, the NASDAQ down a couple hundred points again. So this continues to play out with the 10-year. Industrials this morning, look at 3M, take a look at Dow, take a look at CAT, take a look at Honeywell. All those names performing very nicely. Some of the reopened names performing nicely. You look over at financials, absolutely reacting. You take a look at Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, you get the idea. Bank of America, we can see the financials definitely moving as we see this big move in the 10-year. So technology, not so much though. You're looking at Apple and Salesforce and Microsoft. Those are the worst performers today, at least in the Dow. Chevron also under a little bit of pressure today. So let's just jump right to it, get a couple of unusuals, and then we're going to jump out of here. So GM, General Motors. We talk about this name a fair amount. We've seen a lot of paper over the last few months. This is very similar to energy, to the financials. This has been a multi-month activity that's showing more and more upside. Well, GM today, 13,000 of the April 65 calls were being bought between $1.60 and $2.30. Now that's with the stock trading right around 61.80. So continued looking for more and more upside and buying a little bit of time going out into April like they are. So LAZR, LAZR, Luminar Technology. Now this name hit early. Stock was trading around 30. It has pulled back towards 20, but very early in the day, before it pulled back around 30, they were buying 2,700 of the March 31 calls. Those are going for about 70 cents to $1. Sometimes it pays to wait and maybe there's an opportunity to come. So we'll see. The stock has adjusted a little bit. Those options obviously have probably come down significantly. So we just look for opportunities and we look for whatever unusual option activity that we see. And by the way, today, very active with unusual, as with the markets, especially swinging like they are. And I just got to mention volatility yesterday, 52-week lows. We're going to keep an eye on that as we're trading right around in that 20 level, but we did hit into the very low 19s yesterday. So we're keeping on a very close eye on that as well. Folks, educate yourself. You got to know these derivatives markets. The volumes continue to be really strong, and we continue to see nothing but incredible opportunities out there. Hopefully you're getting on for the ride. I heard from a lot of people yesterday on social media, very excited about some of the moves that they got just yesterday alone. So hopefully that continues, and I hope you have a great day of trading, and I'll see you tomorrow, 9:30 Central Time. Look forward to seeing you then.